How you guys doing today? So I just wanted to record a quick video or live actually, so it's just 100% off the cuff about uh, real estate education versus gurus, real estate gurus. And, um, I just wanted to sort of just lay it out there, see how this flows and get your feedback. So first off, you know, let's get the guru stuff out of the way, right? I think a real estate guru is someone who spends most of their time marketing, traveling the country, filling auditoriums with, dozens, if not hundreds of people with the promise of free education. Where when you get there, the majority of the time is spent getting you excited, maybe seeing the possibilities, right? There's probably loud music playing. They do stuff with lights and they're trying to get all of your senses going. And you probably hear some impressive success stories. You probably see some nice before and afters, but you don't really learn anything. And the whole hook is to get you excited around a lot of other people that are equally excited. They're going to try, I'm guessing, to create a scarcity mentality. If there's 100 people in the room, they're going to talk about, hey, I don't know, next weekend or some weekend coming up, we have limited space, blah, 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 first in line, this, that, the other thing. And essentially they are salespeople, right? So a real estate guru is someone who is probably best at marketing, probably really good at selling, and they're probably not in the business as much as they used to be, right? This is kind of their exit from it, which is interesting. The other thing that I'm just appalled by, because I've gone to some of these free one-day, half-day sessions over the years, but I always went expecting to see the person on the card, right? Somebody from HGTV, Flip Show, or one of these books I've read, a couple of different times. And lo and behold, they're never there, right? It's always some self-proclaimed inner circle, rah-rah person who's following in the footsteps of this unnamed individual. And that's I always felt like bait and switch, but you're there, you listen, you just never know, right? So I've been to several of those, and it's fun, it's exciting, but again, it's not really about real estate. It's about getting other like-minded individuals in the room, get them all excited, and then run about and create a scarcity mentality so our competitive juices spin up and we rush to the back of the room and we sign up for this, that, the other thing, which is never free, right? I've seen asks from several hundreds dollars up to $10,000 for that, 3-day weekend, blah, blah, blah. So never done any of those. I don't feel good about them. There's so many things that I didn't like about that experience. You never met the person that I thought I would meet. You never really learned anything. And the 3-day weekend thing was, again, it was a scarcity thing. It wasn't even outline what you were going to see. So that's what I call real estate gurus. And I think there's a special place for those people who use their name and personality that they've built up over time to, I don't know, peel off hundreds or thousands of dollars from people. So I think those individuals are a shame. But now let's talk about real estate education, right? I believe, right, you can call it coaching, maybe mentoring, whatever you want. I think real estate education is vital, especially for the people that I speak with, right? Full-time employees, growing families, all that stuff, who have very small slivers of time to do anything. I think real estate education is important. Now, where you get it, there's lots of places, right? I think YouTube or Facebook is a great place to go. I think there's a lot out there. I think there's a lot of people sort of in my boat who have sort of, quote unquote, made it, that are giving back now with the technology of the day, right? The ability to record videos once and then put them out there for people to watch as they see fit. I think it's pretty spectacular. So I think you can learn a lot for free. It's going to take time. You're going to have to organize stuff yourself, right? Because one of the things, even in my channel, which gets daily updates, is I'm not really putting any organization there, right? I'm sort of putting it out there as stuff hits my head, as I get questions, as I do interviews. right? It's just sort of all there. Um, and that's kind of the thing with free, as I see it, is you need to spend your time finding that mentor or that person that kind of fits your need. And then it's your job to go about kind of organizing it and try to find out where you are on your path that will help you go forward. But again, I think there's more free stuff available today on YouTube and video, and the ability to ask questions and interact with people, right, than ever before. Even if you want to go old school, you can do what I did. And, behind my sign, there's a bookshelf, which is really messy, hence I bought the sign, that has hundreds of books on it. And, not only those books, but I just went to my storage locker and I found other hundreds of books that I'd stored up over the years, right? I learned via reading, and usually while traveling on an airplane, because, I had to do something because I hate to fly. So I read, and, that's how I chose to learn, right? Not quite free, right? Each book was 10 to, I don't know, $30, no idea. But that's how I chose to read or learn, by reading and trying to, biographies and all of that. You have to fill yourself up with knowledge and inspiration and really get what's going. I do think real estate education is important. I think there's a couple of takeaways that I want to leave in this video. And again, free real estate education is everywhere today. It's your job to go find it, and then your job to go find the person that kind of meets your needs. But if you find them, you can get a lot done for free, which is a great feeling today. What I would say is, what I've chosen to do is be very clear on who I am, right? Because I think in real estate investing, there's lots of shiny objects and you can do lots of things. So what I've tried to stay true to myself is, I'm a buy and hold landlord. I invest out of the area, and I did that for 15 years while working a crazy demanding full-time job. That's who I am. In order to do that, I had to follow my own path, because there wasn't a book, at least none that I found, that sort of documented that path. That's why I wrote the book. In addition to that, I spent a lot of time trying to help people like me, busy professionals, get started, and it was starting to consume my day. So what I've done now is I've created this YouTube channel and this Facebook page because I want to give back. It frankly makes me feel good. But I needed to do it in a way where I could give back and, kind of give back once, but let it be consumed by people as they see fit, which is really important to me. That way allowed me to take some of my day back so I can still do my job of buying more buy and holds, buying flips, and spending time with my family, frankly. So it was important for me to be able to do those things. So again, what I would tell you to do if you're looking for real estate education, which I think needs to be cheap, if not free. Cheap, say less than $500. It depends on what you're getting, how many hours and things of that nature, but that's what I consider cheap. The first thing I would do before whipping out your credit card is check out the person. What are they doing? Who are they? Are they on your path, right? To use a sports analogy, which I hate doing, but I can't think of another one off the top of my head. Maybe a recipe. Yeah, we could do a recipe. What the heck, right? A recipe says, bake a cake this way. But if your goal is to make pancakes, you don't want to follow a recipe for making Rice Krispie treats, right? It doesn't make sense. So if you take that analogy to real estate education, you don't want to follow somebody who's a flipper when you want to be a buy and hold person, or you don't want to follow somebody who does notes when you're buy and hold, right? There are so many opportunities in this business. I would tell you to spend your time vetting the person person or people, because it could be more than one, that you want to follow. So that's important, right? And do that for free. Don't spend a dime until you're like, you know what? I think this person is, ran the path that I want to run. I want to check him or her out. And then do that by sticking your toe in the water. If you want to follow me, the best thing is my YouTube channel. So it gets daily videos. If you want to know our whole story, which is hard to document in a video, you have to buy the book, right? It's $15 in paperback and I think $10 on Kindle. But then if you really want to know the path that we ran, how we learned a market we'd never been to, that's where you have to go to our online course. And I was reluctant about creating a course until I saw the demands of people wanting to know. Again, I tried to do the heavy lifting and do it for free and all of those things. It wasn't productive. It wasn't a good use of my time, frankly, because it was sort of hit and miss who would take it and who would move forward. So when you think about people who have a story and a path with real estate education, make sure you select someone that is on the same journey. And again, I've been very clear all this time, right? I'm a simple buy and hold guy. I have a landlord. I invested out of the area. I did it for 15 years. And again, if that's the path that you want to go down, myself, others like me are great examples. If you want to flip or wholesale or do notes or private money or anything of that nature, I'm not your guy. You'll probably be able to find great interviews on my channel from people who do that, because I spend a lot of time on my YouTube channel called One Rental at a Time, interviewing other successful real estate investors, because we all want to give back, right? The ability to give back in this business and help the next generation, or help people start from 0 and get to 1, or go from 1 to 4, it's a great feeling. All the people that I've interviewed over the last year or so are giving back freely of their time. And these are things that are important to us. But just appreciate that when you really want to get down to it, you really want to understand what someone's done, and you want to be mentored or followed by them, there's probably going to be a little fee. So at the end, I think gurus, there's a special place for gurus. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Thanks for your interview, and thanks for what you do. Mike just gave me I don't know what this is called, a chat or something. I don't know. I'm not a social media person. Anyways, I just wanted to say that there's a special place for gurus. Anybody who makes a promise of something for free, doesn't show up, doesn't deliver, just spends the hour or 90 minutes selling and creating excitement and scarcity is they're salespeople, and they're not the good kind of salespeople. Don't run out of those rooms, because they're not going to teach you anything. They're going to try to take your wallet or credit card and do all those things. It's horrible when I hear about those things. Instead, spend your time for free. Go to YouTube University, spend your time on Facebook groups, and find someone that's done your path. If it's buy and hold, I might be a great option. If it's flipping, could be someone else. Find a mastermind, like Investor Fuel, for example, that that fits you, right? You got to find people that fits you and who you are, and those kinds of things. So don't be in a rush to spend your money. Don't be in a rush to feel like you're doing something. That's what the gurus prey on. They want to feel like, hey, I want to be a real estate investor, and I just signed up for this course. I'm doing it. Don't do that. Don't be in a rush to spend your hard-earned money. Instead, spend your time following somebody, check them out thoroughly before you spend $1, right? So, and if you sort of bring this back to what I'm doing, I wrote a book. Yes, I charge for it now. I actually tried to give it away for free. It was horrible, right? Nobody ever read it. It's terrible. So I spent the extra time, had some New York editors, and had a book cover design. Now it's up on Amazon. You can get it for $15 or $10. I think it's a decent story about what we did. Lots of lessons learned, shared. It's just authentic. It's just who we are. I create YouTube videos and content every day. Just go to One Rental at a Time on YouTube, or youtube.com/one rental at a time. Every day something will go up. And then finally, I created a course because other busy professionals were asking for it. I originally released it for $99. It's actually still $99 until the end of April, but I've added so much more content and will continue to add content that the price is going up to $199 May 1st. And one of the things that's really cool about it is, through advice from others, is I created a private Facebook group where just students of the course, right, the paid course, are asking questions and interacting with me. I find this to be a huge value for them, but more for me, because now I have a place to go just where people who have proven they want to follow me ask questions. It's been a lot of fun to see that. So at the end of the day, I just want to thank all of you for watching this, and it's been a lot of fun, and that's what I think. I think gurus who promise 0 and then charge tens of thousands have a special place in hell. I think anybody who wants real estate education should go get it, but they should investigate the person first. Make sure that that person was on the path that you want to follow. Don't follow me if you want to flip. I got nothing for you, right? Don't follow me if you want to wholesale. I got nothing for you. But if you want to do your job and be very good at what you do and invest on the side, I'm not a bad option. So at the end of the day, have a great day, and we'll talk again later. Thanks.